Cool. We're live. Ronnie Smith, sohioboyz. What's going on?
Not much, man. How are you?
Doing well.
Good.
Well. Happy to have you.
Yeah, man. Glad to be here.
For sure. So sohioboyz, like, it's an Instagram account you started. Like, I see you out at Cool Digs all the time, giving plants to veterans and stuff. I know you're a veteran yourself, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I'll tell you kind of how sohioboyz got started. Yeah. So, me and my best friend, Jasper, we grew weed illegally for since I got out of the Army, probably in like 2007. Started growing indoors. Jasper helped me the whole time. My son got this little chalkboard for Christmas or something, and we'd write like positive stuff on it daily, right? Have a nice day, whatever, smile. And one day Jasper writes on it, sohioboyz. And I'm like, I went to the bathroom or something and come back, and I just like noticed it. And I was like, what's that mean? He's like, sohioboyz. I'm like, what's that, bro? He's like, that's us. He's like, Southern Ohio boys, sohioboyz. I'm like,
okay, so not S-Ohio, Sohio.
Yeah, we're like, okay. Sohio, yeah. I'm like, all right, that is us. So we like, I don't know, me and him had an addiction to like benzos and opiates and stuff. So we always had cool ideas, but never like put them into place. So, always wanted to. I grew weed and always had good genetics, right? So sohioboyz was just kind of our brand or whatever. I go to prison, get out. Jasper passed away 5 months before I get out of prison, man.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so he OD'd and died, man. He was tying his shoes, and his dad found him slumped over, man. He was actually doing good at the time. Unfortunately, he still had the addiction. But so he passed away 5 months before I got out, took care of me the whole time I was in prison. I get out, kind of living through him, man. Just me, company's just me now, me and him. So I started a genetics company. I round up kind of the old school genetics from here in Athens that I kind of started growing.
So what is that? Old school genetics?
Yeah, so like Lemon G, Pre-98 Bubba Kush, that's my favorite.
Green Crack, isn't that from Athens?
Afghani, the Green Crack I just won a competition with, the Strawberry Cough, the Death Star, the Dumpster. So I grounded all them up and go to these farmers markets now, you know, I've been out of prison like 2 years, man. Started my little brand, threw some money into a couple logos, and now I'm a pretty recognized genetics company here in Ohio, man.
That's awesome.
So
yeah. So then the cannabis for veterans thing, is that just close to home to you because you're a veteran as well?
Yeah, well, so what I'm doing is operating in the gray area, right? That's where I operate at with this cannabis stuff because they've made rules and they didn't think about it in the long run. So there's areas we can operate, and that's kind of what I do. So the veteran stuff is kind of helping me also be giving, you know, because I run a lot of plants, but I'm giving back to veterans with these plants that I run, right? So I do a little bit of extra, but most of it's genetics. Like I run my genetics, and I run my cannabis, my flower for me and the veterans, man, to give to veterans, and also got donations I get from buddies of mine that we give to these veterans. He gives me RSO oil and pounds of flour for donation. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's
because it's legal to give cannabis.
Sure, to give. Yep.
Same with the clones and stuff, which is what you're doing. Because when you're saying genetics, you're talking about clones. You're not talking about like seeds.
Sure, and they fall under the Farm Bill. So the clones.
Oh, 2018.
Yep. So until the plants produce flower, which is no plant produces THC until the flowering stage. So all the vegetative stage plants fall underneath the hemp bill. So it gives us an opportunity to go out and, you know, to set up these at these shows, man. And people need a spot where they can come and get, you know, trusted genetics that are clean, whatever they can get from me, from other vendors, and they can do their home grow with.
So what do you say clean genetics? What would be an example like bad genetics? Like just you don't know what it is, or?
Sure. Well, for the farmers market, so I got out of prison and I got gifted a few plants, and my buddy come home and visited me from Colorado. He come home and visited me, and he's like, looked at these plants. He's like, I'd watch these plants, bro. And I'm like, what do you mean? It was like variegated. And he's like, told me about this hop latent viroid disease is what it's called, right? Never heard of it. So I take a look into it, do some research, spend a whole day like reading, watching videos, testimony on this stuff from scientists, and find out these plants clearly have it. So I ditch these plants, and for these farmers markets, we got to have our plants tested. So that that hot plate and viroid disease is also called dudding disease. The plants they'll still produce flower. That just won't be, if there's supposed to be a 30% THC content, it will only produce 18 to 20%. The trichome production won't be there. The root system's very, very weak, so it's called dudding disease.
Gotcha.
So for these farmers markets, we got to get our stuff tested.
Yeah. So where are you doing that at? You're sending it off to a lab? Is it like somewhere local?
Yeah, it's called My Flora DNA. And they send test kits to me. Take samples from each plant in these test tubes, send them back. Within 3 days, I got results.
Wow. Where is that going? Like when you're sending it somewhere?
To a lab. I'm not sure of the state. I am probably California, I imagine. Okay. Most test facilities are in California because Ohio's getting to that point
Just
where we
hasn't
can
been around.
Yeah. So it's getting to that point where people are doing testing and stuff here now.
That's
so
cool.
So go ahead.
So the point of the testing is to ensure that you're not bringing in something that could fuck up all the other plants and stuff.
Absolutely, that's very that disease there is very easily spread through the blood, right? So cuttings, people mainly that grow hydroponics and aeroponics see issues with it spreading throughout their whole crop. I'm a dirt farmer. I had the 3 plants gifted to me. They all had it. Got rid of them plants, got the 16 genetics I had left tested, all tested clean.
Nice.
So dirt farmers have it's less chance of spreading it, but it's just a bad, like I can clearly see it now. It's it's just a weak looking plant. Yeah.
Interesting.
So that and as far as like other stuff, at these shows we make sure we got clean plants as far as no bugs, no powder mildew is a big thing around in Ohio. We make sure our stuff's clean. Go to these shows. There's people, genetics like inspectors that walk around and they
It's kind of also verifying.
Sure.
Like, by the eye test, like you're saying, you start to figure it out of like, that doesn't look
This
right.
lady's got a microscope looking at my stuff last week, so it's just got to be clean, man. Yep.
Yeah, cool. That's wicked. So then you, like, how often are these, like, do you pay to go to these things? Like, this is exactly like the expo that was just up at the Convocation Center.
Sure.
It's like you're paying to get in and then,
I pay a vending fee. And I go in and vend. Vending fee is usually $300 to $1,000, depending on which show. There's Ohio Cannabis Farmers Market, which is Johnny Cannabis. That's who shows I mainly go to, but I go to a lot of other events, man. I go to any event, really. If there's a weekend that he's not throwing a show, if there's another event going on, I go to that show just to get my name out there and my brand, and it's been working.
Yeah. So then what is, like, the business side? Are you talking about, like, a gray area? Like, how do you make money from this? If you, like, not giving plant, like, right?
Yeah.
How do you make money?
So what I'm doing, I'm transitioning, man. What I'm doing, I'm going to transition into my apparel. I got 3 logos.
Nice.
I'm going to transition to making my shirts, lapel pins. I got my stickers, 3 different really solid logos. And I have a photographer come over and take shots of my finished flower, right?
Is that the Jardin Pixel guy?
Yeah. Chris M.
Yeah,
That's my homie Chris M,
nice.
man. He's a photographer here in Athens, man. He's moving back to Cleveland, but he's back and forth right now. So he takes these shots of my finished or my flowers when they're finishing, and we pick them. He takes some other portraits, but I'm gonna transition into like taking them and getting prints made and sell prints of my cannabis, which now will be in a beautiful art form on canvas. Sell that, my apparel, my hoodies, my T-shirts, my hats, my lapel pins. And
so this is all just R&D, getting your name out there to Spin Zone It is. That's legit. That's awesome.
And I'll still run I'm going to go down, man. I got like 40 genetics right now. I'm about to bump it down to what I started with, the old school stuff. I'm going to go down to I count like 10 or 12. I'm going to keep them old school genetics and still do these shows, but 40 genetics with just me is getting to be too much work, man. I can't really go nowhere.
Yeah.
Because
it's like once you get, so how do you once you have a good plant, right? Like how do you make a clone from that? Because it's like you're never going back to the seed. That's what I didn't understand. I thought every plant ever was like you needed a seed.
Right.
But I always heard clones, but I guess I just didn't understand. So you get these plants and then you clone it. Like what does that mean?
Yeah, so I'll reach out to these genetics I get are from trusted vendors or people that's been in business for a long time. So I've reached out, got the genetics. You get it. It's a clone. So you got to grow that clone up to about, gets about 2 feet. And then it's branching out. Then you start taking snips off them branches. The top off the plant is a good clone. You cut the top off about 8 or 10 inches. Cut you a 45, right? You dip it in cloning gel. You got these plugs that got moisture in them. Dip it in cloning gel. stick it in a root plug, then it goes into a humidity dome with like 49 other ones. They hold 50, so you cut your 40, fill up a tray of 50, stick them on humidity dome for about 8 or 10 days. They start producing roots, pull them out, and you transplant them into, I use soil and my microbes and stuff, transplant them into that, give them some water, then they start growing, and then they're ready to for the
so
next
you're just
guy.
propagating the plant. That's cool. So once you have a good, clean genetic, like you can keep that going.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what are you going to do? Like you say, you're going to get rid of the other ones. You're just going to give them away?
Yeah, I think so, man. Yeah. I think that I donate to some veterans, man,
cool.
that grow. Make sure somebody's got an established, well, right now it's outside time, so it's a perfect time to give them away, man. Yep. I just thought about this. I'm going to transplant them, cut some more clones to run for the rest of this year, and pass them on.
Yeah, which leads right into the outdoor grow thing with the cannabis museum thing.
Yeah.
You and Brad Lecter, Matt Olson, Josh.
Yep.
What was Crozier?
Crozier, yep.
Yeah, Crozier.
Yeah, it starts tomorrow, man.
Yeah. And then it's
third,
once a month for like through October, through harvest.
Yeah, and this will be our third. We started this last year. We did the outdoor series, which we're getting ready to start tomorrow. So we ran through the outdoor series last year. Then we everybody liked it so much. We've built a community there, right, in Athens. So we started an indoor grow class. All the same people kept coming. So, and then I'm sure it'll be the same people, but they already so we just, it's a place where we can go and exchange our cannabis too, man. It's like a smokers club, man. It's all these people and a lot of us have just met. Now we're like going on trips together. Cool Organics and Lori and Cheryl, they all went on a trip together, dude, and Kristen. They all they met each other through these grow classes at the museum, and now they're living their lives together through this plant, bro. And it's cool, man. It's my people. I found my people through this plant again in life. So
that's beautiful. I keep hearing about this cannabis museum. Tomorrow 6:30.
Yeah, bro.
And the cannabis museum is explain where it's at.
It's so Athens East State Street. It's So if you go
past that,
you're going toward West Virginia. Yep, go past East State Street, and then
right past
Dow Lake,
the county auditor's office or whatever.
Yep.
Not county auditor, county engineer. Yeah,
690's right there. 690 goes to Zanesville. You turn left on the 690 exit, make immediate right, and that takes you right to it. It's right off the highway on 50.
Awesome.
Yeah, man. Love to have you out there. Check it out. Yeah, man.
Cool. Nice. So, what else is up? So you got the cannabis class. You're out at Cool Digs. You're starting to spin zone into a new brand. How has so this has really started to explode just because of the legalization in Ohio? Is that, you think that's why? The community is really starting to.
Yeah, for sure. And here in Athens, Athens really is like the Humboldt County of Ohio. It really is. This is where it all started. We have TACO, which is the Athens Cannabis Ordinance, where if you get busted smoking cannabis in public or get busted with a certain amount or I think it's half pound or less, honestly, it's a
large quantity.
It's still a $0 fine. It's not a $1 fine. It's a zero. So it's no charge, no fine. They're just kind of cool with it, man.
But that's decriminalization, right?
Yeah.
The difference between decriminalization and legalization is just the penalty for it. Versus legalization, it's legal. Versus decriminalization is just there is no penalty for the thing. Yeah.
Yep. So we got it different here in Athens, man. And
than the rest of the state.
Yeah.
Because the House bill, is it House Bill 168 or whatever? Right, you're up there testifying and shit with that. So what's
so I even tried to explain to them about Athens, here in Athens, dude. I'm on, I did some time in the joint, got out, still on paper right now. They're putting in for my early release on June 19th, the day after my birthday. So less than a month, I'm hopefully going to be off paper, bro. Yeah, but right now I'm on paper, and I operate in Athens, doing what I do in this gray area with this cannabis, and nothing's ever been said to me by my PO, by anybody. The cops, awesome. They come by and see me popped up at Cool Digs. It's nothing to be said. So me going up there and testifying at in front of the panel up there, man, I let them know that Athens we got it cool, and we operate smoothly. We got respect for each other is what we have. And so I asked them to show us that same respect as when they go to try to change these laws on us that they passed. And it'd be different if there was some violence or some bad shit happening, but
as a result of legalization, you're saying
everything's been smooth, man. I go to trap events. I go to these events where there's armed security at the door with AK-47s, black dudes, big dudes, strapped up, That's just what it is. They're protecting the guys inside. They're walking the guys to their vehicles. So there's always going to be a black market, right? That's just what weed is. That's what cannabis is. There's always going to be that black market, but
because of them, though, right?
Yeah.
It's only a black market because they didn't let the fucking market open.
Yeah, dude. So these events, they're more on that side of things, man. But they're operating very safe. I go to them, feel safe. These guys walk me to my vehicles after the event, dude. I'm in the city in Columbus, in Cleveland. These big dudes, black dudes, walk me right to my vehicle, man. Like, it's very comforting. And they've never had no trouble with them either. There's never been any violence anywhere in this scene that I know of.
Yeah.
So that's what I try to present to them up there, that the laws in place should just leave them alone or create where we can grow some more.
Well, like, who's pushing this agenda right now? So we voted on what the current rules are, right? Where the tax money goes, like how much you're allowed to have, all of that, right? That's what we voted on when we legalized in the state of Ohio. So then if we voted on that, who now? Was it like just some dude?
Yeah, I feel like it's the dispensaries, man, like the tier ones, like the guys that got the money.
Could you explain tier 1 through 3? I think Matt started to do it. I don't think I fully understand.
Yeah, he's probably better than me, but it's a certain square foot area size. So I think Harvest is tier 2, but the tier 1s won't even show up at the state house, and they have dinner with the
tier 1's the biggest. You're saying?
Yeah, and they're having dinner with the with the people on the panel that we're going up there and that's presenting these laws against us, man. So that's what's going on. It's no secret. Like, it's just what it is, man. It's a big game.
Yeah. Barrier to entry. They want to keep the money. Yeah.
It's a game, and they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing with the money, man. Like,
that's what I heard.
Look at our roads. Look at our, like, we give money to. We're helping this community with our money. We're giving to veterans on Mother's Day. I give them weed to Mother's Day. We're helping. And if we can raise enough money, we're going to keep helping do bigger things for kids with parks, with playgrounds, with frisbee golf. Like, yeah, the cannabis community is people that care about our youth, that care about our next generation, that care about each other, and that care mainly about healthy living and lifestyle. And Athens is a good place for us to build businesses and companies around this plant.
Mm-hmm. Are you also from Athens?
Yeah, man.
Nice.
I graduated from Nelsonville.
Nice. Cool.
Yep.
Cool. Wicked. Yeah, that's So like, you could totally tell me no, but you mentioned like an addiction to a little bit harder substances than cannabis. Like, you said you always use cannabis. Like, I mean, now, right, that's kind of my thing. Is like, if there's an alternative, right? Like, what would I rather you do?
Sure.
So I don't know. Like, was it? Did you use cannabis like to help get off of that? Were you just always on cannabis, and then you got like, what's that like for you?
Yeah, so went in the Army out of high school. Had a bad addiction to alcohol right around here. Uptown's crazy.
Yeah.
OU,
Common
college.
story.
Yeah, so I'm up there getting in trouble, catching cases, going back on court hearings, picking up cases, new cases each time. Throw me in jail, in and out of jail. I choose on my own to go sign up for the Army. Go to the Army. As soon as I get in there, I meet a guy, and we start doing start sorting pain pills, man, like day one in the Army. As soon as I get to my duty station, like, so the whole time in the Army, I'm an opiate addict. Was able to climb the ranks to sergeant, got promoted to sergeant January 1st, 2006 in Baghdad, Iraq. Came home, got hurt, came home, medically discharged, sent me on my way with all the pills I wanted, man.
The prescription.
Yeah, benzos and opiates. So got out, living down in Coolville, below my dad, down the river, doing them pills, man, doing pills and drinking a lot, like really drinking.
How'd you get off them? Why did you get off them?
Yeah, so the drinking, so did the pills the whole time before I went to prison. I was hooked until prison. Like, that was I quit the third time on my own right before I went to prison. Mm-hmm. But I battled with alcohol, got off the alcohol, had some bleeding ulcers, dude, and like was like I like patterned it when this was like flaring up, my ulcers, and it was like 3-day weekends, 4 day on the water. I was like drinking for 3 or 4 days straight, and the shit was flaring up, dude, and it was like a lot of pain. I felt like I was dying, to be honest. So I quit the alcohol, still had the benzos and opiates every day. I started growing the weed though. But I'll talk about the weed, but I took them addictions with me the whole time, snorted pills every day for 15 years until 2018. I quit for the third time on my own, opiates, and still had the benzos, right? Get locked up on a big case, fighting this case, detox off both. wanted to benzos back for 2 years, and finally read some books in there that changed my mind about all of it, and was able to leave all it behind me, man.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. So was able to get out. Had a surgery on my sinuses. They put me back on opiates, so I felt that for a second, kicked it again. Yeah, and struggled for a second, dude, not to be honest. Like, I struggled for a second, and but now, dude, I've been able to leave everything behind me except cannabis. Like, I strictly use cannabis for all things, everything, every day, just weed.
Yeah.
That's all, yeah. So I started growing. I got out, like, 2007, started growing. Start growing weed, 2010, get snitched on, get busted, a big bust, facing 3 F1s. Had a bunch of guns, had a illegal grow up, of course. Was raising a kid at the time, had me for child endangerment. I was facing a lot of trouble. Hired Bob Toy, spent a lot of money there, fought that, probation, get out, doing okay, keep getting in trouble with the pills and alcohol, whatever. The pills, I think I keep getting in trouble for, get in trouble, I'm on probation. PO comes to my house, boom, gets me with another grow up. Me and Jasper one day are hauling some clones down the road from his house to my house, get pulled over by the statey, got 5 cuttings in a gallon jug. That leads into my house. That was the third bust. And then the prison, right before prison, on a big case, that was the 4th time I got busted indoors here in Athens County. So
But now they're leaving you the fuck alone?
Yeah, now leave me
beautiful.
alone, man. I even told him at the state house, like, I told him that story, busted 4 times in this county. Like, now I grow freely because I think they respect me, man. Like, I think they respect the fact that I'm somebody that used to cause a lot of corruption in this town, man. I really did. I was always being watched because I was always loud and in trouble and acting like an idiot. So now I'm still kind of loud, but it's just the weed, right? Mm-hmm. It's just weed. Like, you can pull me over. You're gonna if I smell like weed in here, hell yeah, it smells like weed. I got a weed in here. It's all my weed I grow, so I'm kind of protected. And they don't mess with me. Yeah. I got pulled over by a statey. Had 12 clones in the front seat in a plant. So I had 13 plants in the front seat of my truck. On my way to the Cannabis Museum on 419 to teach these old women how to clone, how to propagate cannabis.
Women, I heard about
so
it.
When he first walks up to my window, I straight tell him, oh man, he's I don't know, I kind of slipped a stop sign. I usually drive careful, but I was kind of in a hurry. So he pulled me over, and I told him straight up what was up, and he didn't question me a bit about the cannabis, man. So
yeah, good.
Yeah. So I think they respect me. They see me. I'm sure my PO sees me doing what I do. There's no doubt. Yeah. And they just see that I'm operating I think it's a smooth way.
Yeah. So. I mean, I appreciate you standing with your chest out, like saying it with your chest, like taking responsibility for your mistakes, and you, like, stand for something to fall for nothing,
That's it, man.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's it, because that was it. Like, I went to prison for it's part of a murder case in this town. So I pled out to complicity kidnapping, abuse of a corpse, tampering with evidence, and cultivation of marijuana. So I went and did 5 years. I was facing 18 to life and $1 million bond. Fought my case for 16 months. And pled out to 9 out and 5. They give me an extra year jail time credit at the front of my sentence, and agreed to get my gun rights back, hopefully here when I get off paper in less than a month.
Awesome.
So, yeah, man. So, yeah, dude, it was tough getting out, but I just got out, and I stayed focused, man. I stayed in the gym, and
people bother you still? People try to bring you back?
No, man. Like my dog goes missing. Do good, right? Get out for. When I first got out, I was living with my mom up in Pine Grove Apartments. Humbling because I grew up in them same apartments with my mom. So that's where I was right back to out of prison, man, starting from fucking with nothing. So start up there. I'm walking the gym every day, going to the gym. In the gym a couple months, 2-3 months, and some kid from my past, Josh Walter, comes up to me, and he's like, "Hey, can I talk to you outside?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's up, man?" Walk outside, and he's like, "Hey, man, that kid that you went to prison for," he's like, that's my girlfriend's ex-boyfriend, and she's in there losing it. And I'm like, at the time, just got out of prison, I'm still in a shell, feeling guilty about my past. Like, he's like, "Can I ask you to leave, and I'll pay your daily fee?" And at that time, bro, I was like, I still felt I was clammed up, man. So I'm like, I felt like I don't know, man. I still had some guilt from that shit, and so I left. I left there, relocated, started building my life. Got me a new spot. Started getting me a whip. Started going to Planet Fitness. Here they come and Planet Fitness, man. I'm like, these cats ain't running me out of this gym. Like, the gym owner's my homie. Like, they're not running me out of this gym. I'm rebuilding myself. And so I stayed in there. You know, I talk to people that talk back and forth to them people as well, but they don't bother me, man. So my dog goes missing. And all these fucking whoever starts attacking me from my past. All these chumps on Facebook, whatever, start attacking me. I ain't seen one of them in public. Been walking around by myself in the gym by myself.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude, for 2 years now, and they want to jump and attack me. My dog goes missing. So, you know, I stood my ground, man. I was beat down for a minute. I was really beat down, man. But I just threw it out there and let everybody know, because I had a bunch of support from new people is what I had. So all these people jump on there and let them new people know that this is who I was, and tried to make me a monster, right? Sure they did. So I'm just searching for answers, man. I'm like crying, dude. I'm in a bad mind state, man. My best friend, this new dog's gone, had him for 6 months. He's gone, man. All these people are attacking me. So I asked God for some help, sitting there turkey hunting on a Sunday morning, leaning up against a tree, man. And I just started, God told me to write that out. He's like, tell it, man. He's like, tell it, put it out there and just let everybody know. Because I went to Q during this time. I was beat down. She invited me over.
You went to Q?
Yeah, who owns Cool Digs. Sarah Coy owns Cool Digs, one of my really good friends that created Lemon G. So I go to her house, and she's like, fuck these people, bro. She's like, you own your shit. And I'm like, you know what? I do own my shit. So I go home, like ponder on it, sleep on it. I think it was like the next day or day after, I'm sitting at that tree, dude, and asking God for answers. And that's when I just spilled it. I put it on my Facebook for everybody to see.
Stand up.
And I got more respect and more love and support than I ever have from that, man. So them chumps did nothing but good for me and built my brand and my business even further in this town. I ain't seen one of them. I'm posted up at Cool Digs, giving stuff away. I ain't seen nobody there hating on me. They're in their house doing whatever they're doing, unhappy about their own life. And I realize that's what it's going to be. So I know what it is. I see things clearly now. And that used to be the old me. That was me too, man. Like, I jumped on everybody's shit because I was nobody, because I hated my life. So I made fun of everybody else.
Even that
and envied everybody.
Thank you.
And that's how I lived, man. I was like that. If I seen a good friend of mine succeed, I would honestly cast not wanting to see, because I wasn't doing good, because I was a drug addict and I didn't know no better. So I realized them people don't know no better, man. I'm not mad at them. I pray for them, to be honest. I hope they get better, man. I hope they come out and really meet me and meet who I am now, instead of portraying me as somebody that went to prison for something he didn't do. You know what I'm saying?
That's so, I mean, man, thank you.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
I think
man,
that's incredibly sad.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah. Fuck this. Yeah. Fuck those people, man, for sure.
Got that right. Yeah, I got enough support, man. I got enough people. I don't need to feed into a few that don't like me. I got a lot to do. Yeah. So it's a good feeling to have that, man. Without the new people, like, I got some very successful people. I've went to that gym. I've met these people in that gym. I'll tell you a little story too. So go to the gym, meet these really good people. You know, that shit happens. I'm down, dude. Like, my confidence is just crushed. My best friend's gone. Now they're attacking me. You know, I done fought the case once. I feel like I'm fighting it again now. So I'm like trying to get myself back in that gym, man. And get back in there. All the people, Butcher Bites, Matt Idleman, Virgil Rector, another homie from the military. Some people from the same area that kid was from that were friends of his in the past. Dude, they're in there. They're on my team, dude. These people are on my team because they've seen the person. They met the guy that they met when I got out of prison, a brand new, clean slate, whatever. Some people say I don't deserve it, but I think I do, and a lot of other people think I do.
Who are those people to decide what you deserve,
you got that
bro?
right. So here I am, bro. These people boosted me up, gave me that love during that time. All right, so I jump back in the gym, right? Same people I talk about in the gym in Nelsonville that came up to me and asked me to leave. I'm in the gym. They're operating in there. They've been operating there for over a year at this time. I go to the station to get some, to clean my machine, to get sanitizer sprayed on the paper towel and shit, right? And dude's at Josh Walters, dude's name. Grew up with him. He's a machine. That's who's dating this girl that used to be that kid's ex, whatever. He comes machine. He's like, took his headphones off, and I was like, took mine off. I was like, what's up, man? He's like, find your dog? I was like, no. He's like, man. He's like, I used to have some bulldogs, bro. He's like, I hope you find your dog, man. I was like, thanks, dude. So I was kind of confused about that, but I talked to my homie that runs the gym. He's like, man, it's respect. He's seen you didn't give in, all these motherfuckers attacking you, his girlfriend being one of them. So I checked her page. Like, people send me shit, my friends, to show me what's going on there, right? So they send me this chick's name on there. Ashley Greenlee's her name, dude. Show me her shit. she's like, Karma's a bitch. We miss you. I ain't gonna say mention the kid's name, but from my case. But she's like, we miss you, this and that. So she's hating on me clearly online, right? She's hating on me. Josh, like 3 days after I see her hating on me is when Josh in the gym, like, asked me if I found my dog, which is her boyfriend. I'm like, no, but he respects me, right? So then like a week goes by. I wake up one morning, check my messages. It says, hey, Ronnie Smith, this is Ashley Greenlee. I'm messaging you about your dog, and it's the chick that, like, hated me when I got out. Now she's, like, sees my best friend. One of my homies got a dog just like Simba, from the same breeder, Simba's brother. He was at Meg's vet clinic with Simba's brother. She's seen him, took pictures, sent it to me. So there's
some support. That's support.
She's even, I feel like she's seen me not crumble during that whole thing. Even she was attacking me and seen me just, and in the gym I saw, like, this is like 3 days before she sent me that message, thought she'd seen Simba. I seen her in the gym and she's like, I'm in the gym working out, bro. And she's like right in my, like, everywhere I go, it seems like there she is, right? I don't know if it was kind of an attack thing, but I stood my ground, bro. I just stood there and cried or whatever I did and maintained my composure, right? So I don't know, man. I think I'm changing some people's minds about who they think I was. So I know I changed my own mind. Like I did used to be, I wasn't a monster, but I was not a good person. And I went to prison. I read books, a lot of spirituality. When I got my hands on them and didn't turn back, man, and started changing my life, started eating right, started treating people right, started treating myself right. Stay in, talk to God daily, man. Try to slow my mind down and do a little meditation every day just to stop all the thoughts. Like, I'm a very fast thinking person, man. And, to have control of those thoughts now is something special, because I used to never have control of what went on in my head. It was just action, and that's what got me led to where I ended up at. So
yeah, I guess I'm glad to see it's not explicit validation of them being like, yeah, I see you, I respect you, but for sure those are good signals. That's awesome. Bro. That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
yeah, it's cool, man. Yeah, I don't know what else to talk about. We can talk about. I think that's about it, though, man. I just moved in a new place. I was in a small cabin, a one-man cabin. It was like primitive, which was really cool.
Yeah.
Outside shower, outside portage on. I did that for 2 years, man. Just moved into a spot. So I got a 4-bedroom house now.
Exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting. So I'm getting able to set up and operate how I've wanted to operate, man, and just stretch out a little bit. And yeah, man, my life's just improving. I've built my brand. I've got the vehicle I was after. Got me a little Harley Davidson. I've just learned how to manifest stuff in prison. Read them books, a book called The Secret. I read Teachings of Buddha. Read the Tao Te Ching.
Yeah, Tao Te Ching's basically, dude, I fucking love the Tao Te Ching.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, just poetry, man. It's beautiful.
Flow, man. Yep, go ahead.
One of my favorite things is like, I'm gonna fuck up the paraphrasing of it, but they talk about 30 spokes make a wheel, but it's the hole in the center that attaches them that lets the wheel be there, right? Like, you mold clay into a vase, but it is the emptiness inside of the vase that you use. You fabricate 4 walls for a home, but it's the emptiness inside, right? It's just like, there's so many beautiful parables inside.
Yeah, they kind of explain
shit.
what we're going. Yeah, they explain. They break stuff down so we can really learn how to operate with what we have, really. Yeah, dude. And to realize that when things aren't going our way, when we're trying to force shit, that ain't it. That ain't the way it goes. I still do it, dude. I've been here recently. I just moved. I've been trying to cram everything, dude, trying to rush shit. I'll be breaking everything's not going smooth for me right now, but I realize that I'm not in my zen, so I'm getting back to it. I'm getting back to that, dude. When I'm there, I don't even spill nothing. Everything just works smooth. But life happens out here, bro. In prison, everything was easy. I get to meditate daily, teach people how to meditate, learn how to think, catch 3 thoughts before. I would catch my thoughts way before I would put them into action. I was so much more in a better spot in my mind than where I'm at now, but I know how to get back there. I know I got the tools at my house that got me there, right?
Yeah,
so I do breath work. I do yoga daily. Stretching's a big part of it, man. I thank God daily. I lay in the bathtub in the water. Think about what I want, the manifestation while in the water. things I learned in books has really worked for me. I've really gotten everything I've asked for so far, and I realize I just need to ask for bigger things if I want bigger things.
Yeah, that's beautiful. One thing that came to my mind when you were talking, it's like lyrics from a rapper. He says, like, don't be a slave to the person that you were, and I think that's exactly what you explained, man.
That's who it is now. It's me and that old person. That's exactly who it is too, man. And it's been a lot of that old person here recently, but that's it too, bro. That's real.
Man. Again,
it's like until you know, right? Raised on what people taught me. Each person I looked up to in my life, whatever they believe is what I believe because I thought they were cool, right? Mm-hmm. Really, that's what it was. 100%. I believed a bunch of stupid ass shit.
You're impressionable.
Yep, very. Yeah. So I believed a bunch of really stupid shit, man, my whole life, right? I was stuck in these fucked up morals. Had love, but always was like, I knew ways around shit. I knew how to get my way. I knew how to manipulate people. I was like getting real good at that shit, unfortunately. That's why God struck me down, set me down, and it's like, here.
It's a very humble perspective.
Yeah, so I feel like it's like our life is, we start with a puzzle. I always tell people, you start with a full puzzle, start tearing that puzzle apart, man. And then once you come to the realization that if you keep tearing it apart, you're going to end up where I was at or dead, then you start slowly putting them pieces back together. And it becomes even more beautiful than it was before, dude.
Fuck yeah.
So it's cool. It's cool just figuring stuff out to just to live and realize what it is now instead of trying to just I don't know, dude. Trying to be somebody that wasn't me all the time.
Another thing that is very interesting that you explain is like the realization that you had that you were just projecting your own fucking dissatisfaction with where you're at in life onto other people. Like for you to acknowledge and admit that, like say it out loud that's what it is. Like, oh my God, that shows so much growth.
Thanks, bro.
I mean, like you have to, like, I guess until you understand that, but it's like, and so then now once you understand that through yourself, you can see it in other people. It's so clear, like to the point of the people commenting on you are just, they're stuck in that same trap. And for you to acknowledge that inside of yourself and then you're giving them the same grace that you gave yourself. It's like, dude, that's humbling.
Got
as fuck,
to. I can't expect people to forgive me and give me this second chance if I'm not willing to see somebody's what they're going through and hopefully they change and get that second chance. Yeah. Hopefully they can see what's going on or whatever. I don't know, man. Whatever it is,
you're not even on a second chance with me, man.
Thanks,
like
bro.
You see what I'm saying?
Right? Yeah,
like
for sure, bro. Yeah, and it's that's it, man. Like I want to help and heal people, bro. I think I can help. I've helped a lot of people, help inspire a lot of people because they tell me. Yeah. A lot of people tell me, dude, you're an inspiration. So
I as well. I'm in that boat. I think you're an inspiration.
Thanks, bro.
I'm glad to hear some of your story today.
Thank you.
I appreciate your time. So they can support you. Pay attention to sohioboyz on Instagram.
Yep.
Keep an eye out for this merch.
Yep.
Come to the Cannabis Museum tomorrow, 6:30 to 7:30. Yep. And even if you miss a class, it's the 21st. It's like up on the Cannabis Museum. Like you can find it on a couple different spots on Instagram.
And also on Instagram, man, at sohioboyz. That's where I'm at. Mm-hmm. That's my main platform. I'm also Ronnie Smith on Facebook, but the sohioboyz on Instagram, I like helping teach people how to grow. So if you're trying to grow cannabis, and even if you don't have time to come to the museum, you reach out to me on sohioboyz on Facebook or on Instagram. I'll you got any question, man? I'm on there daily, and I'll answer your questions. I'll help you.
That's awesome.
I'll pass seeds to you if you just want to get started. Anybody, not just veterans. I have seeds for whoever wants to grow, man. You get a hold of me, and I'll help you get started.
It's awesome.
Yep.
Again, Ronnie Smith, sohioboyz. Appreciate you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course.
Peace.